Hey, this is Francisca, and this is my mid-crisis life. So I made a video the other day about doubt, and I was talking about doubt and how doubt is like this thing that kind of like excretes itself over everything else. And the moment that doubt sets in, you can kind of bet your bottom dollar that whatever it was that you were dreaming of or hoping for, you fucked it. I mean, not you fucked it, because you can still bring it back, right? But you just made it so much harder on yourself to be able to feel that you're capable of achieving this thing. And I was talking about my son and how, he started playing football and he got all this really positive feedback. And I was like, yay, he's important, he's special. That means I'm special. And then the minute that I saw him kind of like struggling, and the minute that I saw like that maybe he wasn't special, I was just like, oh, okay, no, you're dead to me. You mean nothing. And as I was talking about it, I knew that there was that it was that it was unended, that there was no point. It was like a half point, because I didn't actually realize what point I was trying to make, to be perfectly honest. I knew that I wanted to talk about doubt and whatever else, but it just seemed like it was inconclusive, that there was no closure to that video other than don't be in doubt, guys. So I think, thinking about it, one of the things I wanted to say is that after I spoke to my son and I was like, maybe you're not that special. I mean, that's not what I said to him. I said, maybe you're trying too hard to impress these other kids, and that's blocking your mind. And it's funny because it's like, whose issue really is that? Is that Callum's issue, or is that Frallum's issue? Yeah, I think it's my issue. Like, I'm way too bothered about what everybody thinks of me, and I let that affect my performance. Like, even doing these videos, I'm literally like, there's no one here. there's no one here. And I'm like, oh my God, what are people going to say? Like, I don't even need to put it out there if I don't want to. Like, so, no, clearly that was Fran's issue. And he's just like, yeah, no, I don't think that's a problem. Like, that's not an issue for me. I mean, I think there's a little bit, because he is a product of, and he's got other stuff, and I know that he struggles like with that sometimes. Okay. What is my fucking point? Yeah, so anyway, he said to me, like, no, like, check yourself. That's nothing to do with me. I'm like, okay, cool. So the thing about doubt that I wanted to conclude on was that there was so much that I hadn't taken into consideration, and I was so embroiled and enmeshed in my own perspective, being reality, because I had seen something and that doubt had just creeped in, and that was now like, I don't know, like some weird film over the front of my eyes, dictating everything that I saw. And I'd completely forgotten, actually, he's only been playing football for, where are we, November, 3 months. He's only been training with that team for 6-7 weeks. They're all 16. He's a 13-year-old child, like, going up against 16-year-olds. Have some actual wider perspective, Fran. And I think after I'd kind of realised that and plotted this thing a little bit more accurately, a little bit more rationally, a little less disproportionately, because my doubt was making everything really disproportionate. After I'd done that, it kind of made me think about how long he has left, right? He's 13. He's got, 2, 3 years. If he really, really wants to push himself to make it, there is time. There is time to slowly build and to take it step by step. There doesn't need to be this like urgency of you're amazing now. Why are you not amazing now? Like, why are you not special right now? Like, already? Like, why is that not happening? It's a completely unreasonable thing to think about. And I guess the reason why I wanted to bring it up and talk about it and why that point felt unfinished, felt like there was no closure to it, is because it's like, what do you do with this doubt other than just try not to have it in the first place, which, with all the will in the world, it's something that sets in. It just takes one moment, one thought, one doubt to kind of just spew itself all over everything like tar, like oil, like toxins. And so thinking about that whole situation with Callum, it made me think, or it gave me this really beautiful realization that actually doubt can be combated with time. Because time is the true marker, right? Time is the true teller. That's the thing that's going to tell me whether or not Callum is going to make a career out of this. Not my projected thoughts into the future, doubtful or otherwise. And I guess now that I'm saying it, that time is about being present. Because when I say time, I don't mean like, oh, you're really, really, really doubtful for like 2 years and then it happens and you're like, yay, time made it happen. No, I mean like understanding in that moment in time, in that present moment, that there is time and allowing for that time to be the space of anything, that it could all go to shit in that time. It could stay exactly the same as it is, or it could be amazing, right? And it's like just recognizing, for me anyway, just recognizing, okay, there's next week, there's a week after, there's a week after that. Like, why have we made a decision about everything right here, right now? And I guess that is about kind of living in the present and holding the future and the practicality of there just being time in mind. Yeah. So in conclusion, I guess I'm saying, if you doubt, remember that you're here in the present moment, and remember that there's always days, hours, minutes, even, between you and whatever it is that you're doubting, and just leave that space to be whatever it is. Yeah. Okay, something that I'm grateful for. Grateful for time. I am actually, like, I'm really grateful for time. Like, and I don't necessarily think that time is like linear like we think it is, but maybe that's a video for another day. But I'm grateful that time can be manipulated and time can be augmented with your own mind. So I can believe that there's no time and I can believe that there's all the time and it's still the same amount of time. So I'm grateful that that's always available to us. That's really fucking cool, right? Yeah. Okay. I think that's it.